Welcome back, guys. We're continuing on this Making Williams Great Again challenge, and we've had a fairly decent qualifying. We're at Silverstone this time. Qualified in 13th and 14th. We've got a pretty decent setup, 97% and 90%. So let's have a look at the race strategies. So it's not raining. So a one stop is only slightly slower than a two stop. So I reckon the one stop is going to be the way forward. So I think Albon can pit on 26 and then Joe can pit on 25. And that should be good enough. So we're not going to have any tyre to play with. I don't think we're going to need it. We should be okay just using the fuel and the battery.
The British Grand Prix is nearly upon us. Anticipation is high, and the drivers are ready for this. The British Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go!
Albon has dropped a couple of positions, unfortunately. I could try and use a tiny bit of tyre to retake the positions, but I don't think it's worth it. I think I'll just try and remain in 15th. Got Alonso in front of me, who is much quicker than me. So if Alonso overtakes Tsunoda, then I might try and put some pressure on Tsunoda, but I don't think there's any hope of me trying to overtake Alonso. Unfortunately, Piastri's overtaken me as well now. So it doesn't look like our car is very well suited to Silverstone. Because at the moment we're using battery and fuel. We're still losing multiple positions. Let's have a look, see what tyres they're on. They're all on the same tyre as well. So yeah, doesn't look promising for this race. So let's just advance the time. See where we're gonna end up in a few laps time. I'm gonna have to stop using the fuel at some point. I think Zhou can probably stop using it now. There's no point in him using it. And I'll probably stop using it with Albon and see if he manages to remain behind Piastri. Piastri's kind of flitting in and out of DRS range of Tsunoda. Looks like Tsunoda's had a spin. Piastri's overtaken us. Unfortunately, it looks like when Tsunoda had a spin, Albon slowed down because he's now 2 seconds behind, which isn't ideal, but I don't think it's worth burning a load of fuel to try and catch up to Zhou. So I think we're just going to have to sit in the positions we're at the moment. I think the best that we can hope for in this race is maximum 13th, but probably just what we're in at the moment now, 14th and 15th. The good thing is we're staying ahead of Norris, even without using any battery or fuel, so that's promising. And Albon has almost caught up with Zhou, so I think I might just conserve a little bit of fuel with Zhou, just to let Albon catch up and get into DRS range. Unfortunately, Russell managed to come out in between us, which has screwed Albon's timing up. Looks like he had to... Oh! Yeah, sorry. I thought I was conserving with the wrong driver for a second then. But no, Albon's unfortunately having a bit of a rough time with the people who've just pitted. He's ended up dropping behind Bottas. So I'm not quite sure how that's happened. He's dropping like a fly. Don't know what's going on with Albon. Bottas has managed to overtake and get a lead. And overtake again.
Now what's happened with Gasly there?
What's going on with Bottas? He's pitting as well.
I can't believe it.
I don't know how he managed to get
Don't worry about it.
such crazy speed just before he pitted on really bad tyres. But he did. Albon's managed to catch up with Zhou now. That's good. So let's just conserve
We need
a
more
little
like
bit more,
turn
just to
4.
make sure
Yeah, it could be.
Albon remains in DRS. It's just flitting in and out of DRS at the moment. Luckily, Albon got the DRS on that straight, but it does look like he's struggling to keep up with Zhou.
We start Lyco. Copy.
But we are going to be pitting in the next couple of laps. So this might not be worth it. Let's harvest a bit of
Is
battery.
Lyco overall?
Be able to use the
Copy.
battery in the future.
So we charge the pack. Copy.
Hopefully Albon can catch up. Seems to be struggling. I might have to conserve the fuel as well. Because yeah, he is really struggling to keep up with Zhou. Piastri's now getting really close.
The window is open. Yeah, copy.
Alright, he's within DRS now. Is Piastri? Yeah, Piastri's already pitted. So he's on a 2-stop strategy. Yeah, I'm not sure why Albon's struggling so much in this race. Yeah. Oh, maybe not. It looked like Piastri was going to overtake me, but he didn't. Yeah, he's got me now. So
We look at reducing the lift and co. Copy.
I reckon I should probably pit with Albon first, not with Zhou. Yeah, so I won't pit with Zhou this lap. I'll pit next lap. And then I'll pit with Albon on this lap.
And box.
Coming to the pit lane.
Box this lap.
Box.
It's definitely confusing why Albon is performing so much worse than Joe. Right, so we're at the halfway point. So I can push the fuel a little bit with Albon, but I don't want to push too much because I don't want to have to spend loads of time conserving. But yeah, he's been overtaken by Bottas again.
Box. Yeah, no fun. Busy pit exit.
Unfortunately, Albon's just outside of DRS of Tsunoda.
Start reducing lift and coast.
Let's have a look what Tsunoda's tyres are like, 65%. Might need to use a little bit of tyre with Albon.
Start to close in now.
Copy, copy. Watch out for Leclerc.
Yeah, Albon's really struggling. Zhou's come out in front of him though, so that'll help.
Okay, happy to manage tyre short term.
That'll help Albon with the DRS. So let's go attacking and pushing with Zhou. I wonder if I can harvest with Albon without
Let's get
dropping
the pack under control.
outside of the DRS of Zhou.
Me on trying. Keep pushing.
I don't particularly want Albon overtaking. Okay, so I might try and overtake with Joe. I don't want him getting held up by De Vries. So it looks like he's going to be able to overtake even without using the battery. Don't want to push too much longer on the tyres with him though. It would be nice if he could overtake Tsunoda as well. Tsunoda hasn't got DRS, so it should be a formality overtaking Tsunoda. I think I might have to push with Albon to get in front of
Let's
De
close this
Vries.
gap.
Well, Joe failed to overtake on the DRS. That's not very good.
Head down.
Albon managed to overtake though, so that's good. Albon's also managed to get within DRS of Joe, so that's good. That'll help him to overtake Tsunoda. And it looks like Joe's managed to get ahead. So I'm going to stop using the tyres. I might just see if I can get a second ahead of Tsunoda before I stop using the tyres though.
As soon as I try to race anyone, I just have no shot.
Keep pushing, keep pushing.
Okay, so I'm more than a second ahead of Tsunoda, so I might stop pushing with Joe now.
Okay, we need to increase a bit tire management.
Copy.
Looks like Albon's managed to get the pass done. So ideally, I want Albon to catch up. Oh, that's not good. I want Albon to catch up with Joe now. So let's just conserve and harvest with Joe.
We want to leave court, please.
See if I can get Albon within range. unfortunately, the cars that had lapped us hindered Albon a lot more than they hindered Joe. So it's opened up a big 3.7 second gap between Joe and Albon, which is not ideal. Right, it's down to 1.7 now. That last one that overtook Joe slowed him down quite considerably.
Battery is good.
Copy.
Right, we've got the battery up to full now, so let's conserve the tyres a little bit instead, just until Albon gets in range.
We're on tire management.
Copy.
Okay, looks like he's in range now.
So heads down, focus,
Copy.
reduce fly cover.
Copy.
You can afford to drop back.
Yeah.
Okay, he's got the DRS. Okay, so now it's a question of who is going to be pitting. We've got Gasly, Bottas, Piastri, Norris, Hulkenberg, all of them. So Gasly is close to me, but Bottas is 23 seconds ahead. So I'm going to have to overtake Gasly. I'm going to need to be aggressive here. Looks like he's getting it done. And then I'm going to have to be aggressive with Albon as well.
Close the gap if you can.
And then what we need, preferably, is to close the gap on Bottas. But I don't want to use too much tyre, so there's not really much I can do to close the gap. Just got to let them do what they've got to do. Right, I need to slow down slightly.
Focus on your tires for the moment.
Copy.
Need to slow down slightly so Albon
Look
catches
after
up.
your tires.
Copy.
I might have to conserve a bit of fuel as well.
Would like to increase a bit the LICO everywhere.
Copy.
Go on Albon, close the gap. Okay, that should be plenty.
Can you bring the pace up, please?
Copy.
Like to reduce LICO.
Hopefully that'll keep Albon within DRS.
Go back off.
Yeah, copy.
Yep, good. He's got DRS there. And then We've just got to push on to Bottas now. We're currently 24 seconds behind Bottas. He's going to be pitting very soon though. So it doesn't look promising. It's looking like 14th and 15th is going to be where we're going to remain again. I mean, I'm happy with 14th and 15th, but it just would have been nice to get a little bit higher. Unfortunately, Albon is still struggling to keep up. It's just about there at the moment. No, he's dropped out just before the DRS detection. Bottas has pitted as well. So yeah, unfortunately, the two stop is going to work for Bottas and Piastri, and probably Norris and Hulkenberg again. Maybe the one stop isn't quite as good in this game as it was in the previous game. In the previous game, it was nearly always advisable to go for a one stop. Well, we're ahead of Bottas. With Zhou, anyway. I'm tempted to use the battery to try and stay out of DRS of him.
Can be aggressive with overtake usage.
Yeah, copy.
See if I can get Albon in front of him. Yeah, it doesn't look like Albon's going to manage to get the pass done on Bottas. But I don't think I need the battery for any other reason other than to try and stay ahead of Bottas. So I may as well just use it all. Okay, so Hulkenberg and Norris are both pitting. So I'm curious to see where they're going to come out. They should come out in front of me, probably behind Piastri. But obviously they're going to be on a fresh set of tyres. They're actually leaving the pit lane right now, so it looks like they're going to come out really far ahead of where I expected. Yeah, they're 7 seconds ahead of Piastri, so really. I think 14th and 15th is where we're going to finish. And then there's just a very small chance we'll finish ahead of Bottas. But it's a very, very small chance. He's on a fresh set of tyres. We've now got no battery. We've got no fuel.
Leave core increase, please.
Yeah, copy.
He's got a tyre advantage over
think
us.
you can
He's on
reduce lifting
softs
post.
as well, and we're on hards.
Yes.
So yeah, I think 14th and 15th is where we're going to finish. There's nothing we can do now in terms of strategy, so we may as well just speed up.
And here we've got a yellow flag.
Just let the chips fall where they may. I mean, we could try and stay with Bottas, but it's not going to happen. And we've still got another 10 laps to go. So I think we are just going to have to resign to 14th and 15th position. Well, that's not too bad. We finished above Tsunoda. And Tsunoda was the one that we were fighting with at the beginning of the race. So I'm quite happy with 14th and 15th. We haven't had any accidents, so we're not going to get any repair bills. So that's good.
Checkered flag.
Okay,
Checkered flag.
not too bad. Not too bad.
Well, what a race that was.
So yeah, I think one stop is a viable strategy because we have got quite a few. All of the top racers all went for one stops apart from Stroll. So I think one stop was the best strategy. We just need a quicker car. Four overtakes, 26 defences. That's a lot of defences. 5 overtakes and 23 defences. So we did really well at defending. Albon and Theo have both gained some points, so that's good. Right, what have we got here? Interesting. This is favouring the higher ranked teams, which we don't want. We want to vote against this because we're obviously a lower ranked team. So, vote against. Car inspection. Unfortunately, we've had a couple of parts fail, so we need a side pod and an underfloor. And then, is there any point in sending the staff off just to get $100? I don't think so. Right, well, that was Silverstone. I think it was a fairly decent race. And we didn't get any repair bills. So join me again. The next one, we are at the Hungaroring. So, cheers for watching, take care, and I shall see you soon.